Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I'll be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for the latest on the hit list. Well, first on the hit list, Educate will be the place to be in Otjiwarongo, where the NAPSO athletics will be taking place. Of course, the private schools are battling for supreme honors there in that town. It is an exciting time for schools athletics, especially for those that are in private schools. Always an event that invites or attracts some of the top schools in Windhoek with some of the best athletics talent, with some that have gone on to represent the nation. Let's see what's happening in Otjiwarongo.
Goeiemôre van 'n lekker cool oggend hier in Otjiwarongo. Ons is hierso by die NAPSO Atletiek van 2026. Ons is vreeslik opgewonde vir dit. Ons kan uitsien na fantastiese atletiek, goeie sportgees en bly ingeskakel want ons saai die hele program uit net hier op One Up 2 op MyZone TV. Jy kan ons skakels kry na dit toe by enige sosiale media platforms van MyZone of MyZone X NAPSO op Facebook.
Hallo daar, ek is Elwick Viljoen. Ek kom van Prout Academy. Ek is hier by die NAPSO byeenkoms vir atletiek. Vandag 1 uur sal ek by gewigstoot bywoon en dan môre 1 uur by discus. Dankie.
Hi guys, my name is Doniqua van Rensburg. I'm here supporting my friend at the NAPSO Sports, and I hope that he does well. And this is an opportunity for him to go further in his athletic career. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Carrillo. I'm an athlete, soccer strategist, and a long jumper. Today we're here at the NAPSO Athletics, and we're here to, give the athletes an opportunity to perform and compete against the best. I'm a coach for today, and I'm coaching a couple of athletes: Johan van Sale, Shekarina, Carter Huber, and many more. And today we're just hoping to perform well, if possible, break records and set new heights for athletes.
Hallo almal, my naam is Isaan van Skalkwyk van Provinsie Kwaliam-Natal. Ons is hier by die NAPSO Nasionale Atletiek byeenkoms wat Educate aanbied in Otjiwarongo. 'n Lekker winderige, koelerige dagie. Ons sien vreeslik uit vir al die talent wat vandag geskouspel word hierso en ek dink hier gaan 'n hele paar rekords gebreek word. Die atmosfeer is elektriek en dis lekker kos en koffie en 'n samesyn en net vriendskap hande.
Well, this year, of course, there is something big planned, and it is the Creative Sports Tourism Expo. Indeed, one that we'll be looking forward to. This week, as early as yesterday, the launch was conducted there at the Hage Geingob Stadium. Let's just hear in terms of what's going to happen and what this expo is about.
They say that when three forces come together, something extraordinary happens. It's called experiences. And experiences is the currency of the modern world. If you really think about it, it's what social media is about, whether you like it or not. It's about experiences. But experiences has to be a lot more than just something we look at a small little screen. It has to be touchable and tangible. And that's why the expo, in its raw format of being on the field, being dressed down today, that's the closest I can get to sports, by the way, to make sure that we really experience it and not just view it on some small screen. So from 2 to 4 September at the iconic Hage Geingob Stadium, we'll bring this vision of ours to life. For 3 days, the stadium will transform into a vibrant hub of culture, competition, learning, and celebration. My favorite saying, don't tell me, show me. We expect over 200 exhibitors, both indoor and outdoor, to showcase the best of our creative industry, sporting innovation, tourism destination, and of course, lifestyle experiences. Visitors will experience the finer art of hospitality and flavors, not just of the Republic of Namibia, but our region. We are sons and daughters of Africa, as we sang a bit earlier. Not just about the warmth and the excellence of our Namibian hospitality, but also about the richness of our culture, tasting the experiences of our food, and as I said earlier, not just of Namibia, but the wider region. I call this the 10 degrees south world. We invite one and all to join us on this 10 degrees south journey to celebrate in Namibia at Hagekraankop this wonderful experience. We intend to have over 20 workshops that will focus on these 3 sectors to share information, to empower our communities with more information so that they can make better decisions. Because CST is not just about showcasing talent, it's about growing talent, it's about sharing information and creating opportunity. A lot of our engagement will be live. We don't just want to talk about sports, we want to play sports. We don't want to just talk about drama, we want to have drama. We don't just want to have a choir sing in front here, or we want choir competitions. We don't just want people to talk about what we do. We talk way too much like I'm doing right now. Under the creative pillar, the CST will come alive with culture and performances. We believe that this will redefine not just the Republic of Namibia, but this wonderful city called Windhoek as well. The city has a lot more to offer, and I do live in the city. It's my hometown. So how do we make our hometown a better place for all? We will host 3 live music events, bringing together artists and performers across the region. These performances will celebrate the depth and diversity of our drama, of our arts, our dance and culture. But CST is also about something that's very, very close to my personal heart: family. The core of any community is family. And so families are the foundations of communities and our culture. We'll make sure that the concept of family is celebrated by all. And so one of our highlights from the Tourism Expo has been our bridal competition. And not the only form of defining family, but a wedding is a celebration of a family starting. And given that this is our first year as CST, we really want to make sure that we symbolize that experience of starting something. And so this year, the bridal competition will expand beyond the Republic of Namibia's borders, and we'll invite people from close to us, not too far, to please participate as well. Last but most importantly, when we grow together stronger as people, as a region, it does bring us together. And there's very few things that bring people together more than sports does. And therefore, the celebration of sport has to be a key part of what we do. So under the banner of the hashtag Games, we will host 10 different sporting codes to participate in more than 20 sporting events. Allow us to roll them out in the next 45 days. So please let's not go into that detail. We expect more than 3,000 athletes to participate in these 20 games in terms of 10 different sport codes. We believe that there is place for the very young. Now, that doesn't mean someone that's 10 and younger. Early childhood development is a critical part of what we believe is key for our future. We also believe in the younger. That means high school children. And then we also believe in us that are a bit older, but not as old as I am. It's called the clubs. And between those 3, we believe that we will have more than enough participation. We do know that the very elderly, like myself, will maybe challenge the system and say, where do we fit in? Please come talk to us. We understand the power of the masters. But remember, sports is not just entertainment. It is a way of bringing communities together and, by definition, families. And so when we look at the stadium and what we do here, because this is our second home, we will, going forward, contribute and encourage the concept of how do families come and enjoy events. Something that we should work a lot harder. Sports builds communities. Sports inspires the young. Sports creates heroes. Sports connects nations. It's the magic of CST. We expect over 18,000 people to visit us over the 3 days. That will bring energy, curiosity, and pride. Families will explore new experiences. And the energy of the young will discover opportunities which I haven't even thought of. Athletes always come with passion, and tourism, like always, builds the next chapter to travel into Africa and the world. This is a very, very powerful combination. And that's why 3 times 3 times 3 is maybe 9 times 9 times 9. Please join us in this wonderful opportunity of atmosphere, energy, but also pride. We call it discovering the untamed treasures of Namibia. Treasures of culture, treasures of talent and innovation. We invite all our neighbors, neighboring countries, and friends of Namibia to join us in this celebration. So, in conclusion, make time 2 to 4 September. Be here, the door is open. Come and celebrate the future with us. For the exhibitors, CST is a stage. For athletes, it's an arena. For entrepreneurs, it's a marketplace. For the young, it's inspiration. And for us visitors, it's an unforgettable experience. Let's celebrate together this wonderful country called the Republic of Namibia. I invite you all. I smiled when we stood out here today, because it is my last statement. Join us to experience the wonderful sun of Namibia. Thank you.
Youth empowerment and inclusive growth. And this is why Her Excellency the President, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, our President, has consistently highlighted the role of sports, culture, and creativity in nation building, youth development, and economic transformation. And that is why the Arts Council has been allocated 50 million Namibian dollars, an amount never allocated to the arts industry before, to try to create this sector and this industry. The vision of our president reflects a Namibia where sport is not only a tool for health and unity, but also an industry that creates opportunities for athletes, event organizers, broadcasters, and tourism operators alike. And although there are the elderly like Mr. Botha there who says they're not included, I'm sure we can find a space for the elderly as well. Similarly, the creative industries, which include film, music, design, digital media, and cultural expression, are increasingly recognized as strategic sectors capable of generating employment, promoting Namibian identity, and we do need the Namibian identity to be exported. I'm tired of explaining where we are and what we do, what our country is like. We need to do more. And that is why we feel these sectors are strategic in promoting us and launching us onto the global stage. The Creative Sports Tourism Expo speaks directly to this national vision. By bringing together tourism, sport, and creativity, this initiative helps translate policy into practical opportunity. It creates a space where ideas become partnerships, partnerships become investments, and investments become jobs for all Namibians. In doing so, CST contributes meaningfully to the broader national agenda of building a diversified and resilient economy, one that empowers our youth, supports innovation, and positions Namibia as a dynamic destination for global experiences. Distinguished guests, achieving this vision requires partnership. As you know, the government cannot do it alone. The private sector also cannot do it alone. Creative entrepreneurs, athletes, and tourism operators can also not do it alone. Success will come through collaboration, as well as synergy creation across innovation and through our shared commitment to position Namibia as a destination of experiences. I would therefore like to commend the organizers of CST Expo for their vision and leadership in bringing this initiative to life. Because Namibian experiences are unique. I don't know how many of you can recall, I'm not from the coast, I'm not born in Erongo, but the first time I experienced the Namib Desert, or I experienced Sandwich Harbor, and I go back multiple times, that first time is still so unique. It's an experience that you can't really fathom into words. So we must not only launch today this very initiative that is very progressive, but we are also launching a platform for growth, creativity, and national opportunity. Namibia is always known for its beauty, And now it's time for the world to know Namibia for its experiences, its creativity, its sporting excellence, and its vibrant culture. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen, it is my greatest honor at this juncture to declare my support and that of the Ministry of ICT and by large the Government of the Republic of Namibia for this initiative and to wish the Creative Sport Tourism Expo every success as it grows into a platform of national and international significance. See you between the 2nd and the 4th of September 2026 right here at the Hage Geingob, iconic Hage Geingob Stadium. I thank you very much for your kind attention.
We'll now cross over for a short break at the marketplace and return with more news on the show. And now, if you want to be lucky this weekend, of course, we have two of those guys that always hit the betting slips. That's on our JSB bet segment, courtesy of In the Mix. Let's see what Brian Munango and Javon Wilson has to share in terms of the betting slips and what to look forward to.
Well, viewers, and just like that, you guys know it. It's another In the Mix episode. I am joined by my brother, Jeff Wilson. Unfortunately, Man United, it's been tough, bro. It's been quiet. There hasn't been any football. A lot of hate watching from my side. But I just tell the viewers how you're doing.
I'm doing pretty well. As you see, I'm wearing a vintage. Yeah, what is this? European Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Yeah, it's before we started winning Champions League in European trophies, something that the Arsenal wouldn't really know of.
You know, I never expect what Javon is going to say about Arsenal, but you always squeeze in something episode.
And they're sending the flies after me.
Okay, but anywho, before we talk about the upcoming games this weekend, we need to congratulate my brother once again for hitting back-to-back bet slips. If you guys haven't been making money, it's not our fault anymore, because this guy gave you guys a nice tip to make yourself some money this past weekend. Just tell the viewers about that one.
Yeah, it was the treble with Villarreal, Leipzig. What's the other team?
I think you also had Napoli. You're a big fan of Napoli.
Yeah. So the treble came through at about 3-point-something odds. $500 was the bet slip code to win you 1,600. So
which is good money.
Yeah, we have another one that's busy cooking now.
Ah, there we go. Cool. Before we talk about your bet slips, what are your thoughts on the Premier League setup right now? Do you think Man United get top 4?
Look,
do you think Villa squeeze past us? Do you think Chelsea do?
Massive game at Old Trafford. Massive game against the Villa. I mean, Old Trafford, considering, look, you can put a line through the previous 2 games that we had. Mm-hmm. We've been better since Carrick took over.
Yeah.
So, considering those factors, beating Arsenal, beating the City and those strong teams, at home, we should be able to collect the 3 points if we do want to make Champions League football.
I'm very scared of Villa. I'm not going to lie, I'm very scared
Villa
of Villa.
They are hot and cold, up and down. You really don't know what you're going to get from them, right? Morgan Rogers looks like he's in contention for World Cup spot for England. Mm-hmm. So he's in top form. Ollie Watkins as well, I can say the same about him.
Hot and cold.
So they have a decent side there. Tillemans in the midfield, I like him a lot as well.
Is Tillemans not injured?
He's injured.
He is. He hasn't been playing. It's him, it's Kamara, and McGinn. All those big G's
McGinn is also out.
Yeah, those guys are not
So
playing.
there's opportunity there then, perhaps.
Okay, now this is the time for the people to make some money, Jeff. So please help them. You've been helping them for the past 2 weeks. Another week where if you decide to ignore the bet tips, like Arsenal fans have been ignoring, like the man behind the camera. Ashwin has been a part of this. He could have been making some money. He has an account. He could have been withdrawing some cash for himself, but he chooses not to. But give the people another tip, Jeff.
Look, I looked at the fixtures over the weekend. I think the best treble that you can perhaps find is
I go for
Atletico Madrid hosting Getafe. I think Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitana will be too strong for Getafe. I think that's a banker.
Okay.
Another banker I would go for is Napoli. Napoli, yeah, hosting Lecce.
Yes, they are hosting
Yeah,
Lecce.
hosting Lecce. So I'll go with them. And then I'll go with one of the away sides on the Premier League. I'll go with Manchester City facing a possible relegation side.
West Ham.
West Ham. I think City chasing Arsenal, they need... Look,
They have
it's
to.
a tough fixture that they're having in the week against Madrid. But I'll take those three. City, Napoli, and Atletico Madrid. Make yourself some money there.
City, Napoli, and Atletico Madrid. Those are your
Correct.
games.
Yeah,
Okay.
straight wins.
Straight wins. Let me see quickly here. I think I have a nice one, Jeff. I think you're gonna like this one. I drafted it last night, and then it's a couple of games, but the payout is what I like. So I'm just gonna put it in here. But then City, like speaking of City, do you think City are gonna beat West Ham? They have to. City don't have a choice.
Look, considering the side that they have compared to West Ham side, West Ham played Monday night against Brentford in the FA Cup. See Bowen score a brace there. Besides him, I don't see any threat really from West Ham to City.
Okay, I also agree. So my first game that I have on my best slip, I want you to tell me if you agree with this one. Okay, so let's scroll down. Just give me a second, guys. Got it. Here we are. It's going to be a tough weekend this weekend, Jeff. It's going to be a tough weekend. Let's start with Manchester United. I'm going to say Manchester United are going to win. That's going to be my risky play for this upcoming weekend. Manchester United to win. And then we focus on Chelsea and Newcastle. That's a very interesting game, I feel. But I'm going to go for both teams to score and over 2-5 there. The Arsenal are going to beat Everton at home, but it's going to be less than 3.5 goals. I think they can do it with 2 or 3. And then my risky play, which I'm not too sure about, I'm gonna add in City to win and both teams to score. And the last game is Bayern Munich to win at Leverkusen and both teams to score. That comes in at 18 odds, $100, 5 games. Aubrey, I hope you're listening. $100, 5 games gets you 1,800 Namibian dollars. What are your thoughts on that one?
No, I think 18 odds is decent, considering we're entering the middle of March.
Yes.
We have independence celebrations coming up next weekend. So yeah, a bit of money to travel perhaps.
Maybe, yeah, this is something to have in the pocket. That's all the time that we do have for you. Anything else you'd like to leave the viewers with before we give match of the week?
Mania still there, match of the week. We're still going to publish that pretty soon. Still deciding on that, but keep your eyes closed to our social media pages.
Definitely check out the social media pages. Match of the week, you guys already know what the vibe is. You get the game, you give the prediction. If you are correct, you win yourself some 5,000. Millionaire Mania, this one is the bigger one. This one, if you get a $30 betting slip, 25?
25.
$25 betting slip that loses, it's automatically put into the draw, and you can stand the chance to win how much?
1 million Namibian dollars in cash.
For losing bets. So you don't lose at the end of the day. You can be losing, but you can win the big prize. So from Javon Wilson and Brian Munango, that's all the time that we do have for you. Follow this man's tips. Mine have been shaking lately, but follow this man's tips and make yourself some money.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Sky-Fi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts. Starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Sky-Fi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more. Or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus.
Our international sport correspondent, Ario Khar, is on standby to give us the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha. Enjoy the weekend.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with golf news first. It's the Players' Championship part of the PGA Tour that started. The first round is done. The final round will be played on Sunday, and it's being played at TPC Sawgrass. $25 million the total purse that the players play for. Defending champion Rory McIlroy is playing in the tournament. He had a back injury, but he did tee off. He didn't have a good first round. He came in with a 74. That's 2 over par for his first round. The leaders, 5 under par at the moment, is Maverick McNeely and Sepp Straka, 2 of the players on -5. And some of the other notables to mention, Scotty Scheffler and Brooks Koepka, both of them on 72. That's even par after the first round. 3 South Africans also playing in the Players' Championship. It's Christian Besaidnout. He was 1 over par 73. Ulrich Potgieter, 2 over par 74. And then also Garrick Hugo. He came in with a 4 over par 76. Moving on to tennis news, it's the Indian Wells tournament in California, and it's quarterfinals, men and women, that was played, and it is in the men's quarterfinal, number 1 and 2 seeds that made a big statement. It was Yannick Sinner that beat Leander Tien by 6-1 and 6-2, and number 2 seed Carlos Alcaraz beating Cameron Norrie by 6-3 and 6-4. They through to the semi-finals. In the women's side of the draw, good win for third-seeded Elena Rybakina. She beat Jessica Pegula of the USA 6-1, 7-6. And then it's Elina Svitolina that beat Iga Swiatek, the number 3 seed, by 6-2, 4-6 and 6-4. So semi-finals over the weekend. The finals will be played on Sunday. Then other sport to mention for this coming weekend, it's Formula One that's returning, the second one of the year. It's in China, in Shanghai. It's the second one of the year. Winner last week, George Russell in Mercedes-Benz, trying to win again, and Max Verstappen also trying to do better than his 6th position the previous weekend in Australia. Then also there's rugby news, or rugby that's going to be played over the weekend. It's a HSBC Sevens series that's in New York, and it is the South African Blitzbok team, one of the favourites. They won the previous weekend, and the 3 games that they will play is against the New Zealand team, also against France and Australia. That's all the teams in their group. So that is some of the action over the weekend. That's the sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend. We'll talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.